Hello everyone, it's Garrus Mod and I'm back again with some gaming news. And yeah, it's been a few weeks. I've been doing those stupid AI videos to fill out the time as I've just been messing with that. Uh, yeah, I wanted to talk about some recent news and maybe some non-recent news. And yeah, let's get into it. Starfield finally has a release date. It's coming out September 6th. Hopefully, it doesn't get delayed again. Is September 6th would be perfect for me. Is my birthday is on September 7th. It would allow me to do something on my birthday if I don't have anybody to hang out with. Uh, but yeah, it looks like we're finally gonna get Starfield. Now it was delayed a little bit. It was supposed to the first half of 2023, but we kind of knew that wasn't going to be the case. Starfield is a big release. Uh, Big releases like that tend to come out closer to the fall and holiday season. It's going to be coming out November last year, but it got delayed. And yeah, so September 6th, 2023, Starfield will be released. Unless they, delay it a bunch. I don't think they will, though. I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. Is I want to play this game. Yeah, it's basically No Man's Sky, but in the creation engine. But I don't care. I wanna make my ship and I wanna go fly. I wanna go on planets. MetaQuest headsets are receiving a price cut. So yeah, looks like the metaverse isn't working out so well for Mark Zuckerberg or their company Meta. Who would have thought that nobody would want to go around and explore Nintendo 64 looking worlds? Actually, that would have been more interesting than what it looks like. The problem with bit of an opinion piece here. Problem I have with the way the meta worlds look, or Meta Horizons, whatever it's called, uh, it looks so bland. It's so bland and clean, and it's very corporatized. And they are trying to sell it so people in companies can go to work in the metaverse, but that just sounds like a nightmare. In all honesty, I would hate that. I'd be laughing at my coworkers as they all look ridiculous. The fact that they don't have legs. Yeah, when they first announced it, it looked stupid, and it still looks stupid. Uh, so yeah, the MetaQuest 2, or Oculus Quest 2, if you prefer to call it that. That's what I prefer to call it. And the MetaQuest Pro are receiving price cuts. In my opinion, the MetaQuest Pro is way too expensive to begin with. Even for corporations, I don't think they're going to be spending that much to buy some headsets. So yeah, the MetaQuest Pro will go from 1,499 to just 999. That is a massive discount. I still don't think it's worth it. I think it should just be $500 if I'm being real. Uh, is the freaking MetaQuest, the MetaQuest 2, the one that we've been buying for years now, is 400. It's going from 499 to 429.99, and it's ridiculous. Even that's too much for the MetaQuest 2. The MetaQuest 2 is great. You can use it as a PC VR headset, but the problem is, as a standalone product, it's not that great. I mean, yeah, there's a whole lot you can do with it on standalone, but you're very limited to what you can do. And you kind of got to mod it to, well, not exactly mod it. You have to add third party apps to really make it worth it, in my opinion. I like this thing, but I just did not like I just did not like it later on in its life, and also it still has issues when connecting to the PC. This thing disconnects way too much in PC VR mode. That's something they need to fix. And I'm not gonna use their streaming thing. Is their streaming thing? You need like really good internet to do that, and I have okay internet, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to stream my experience. I tried, and it's just way too many artifacts. It's unplayable. So yeah, it looks like Meta's taking another L, and it's probably going to continue to take an L because the metaverse is looking like a complete flop. Everyone not too long like a year ago is like, oh, the metaverse is the future. It's going to be the metaverse, and now the metaverse is like nobody wants to be in the metaverse. The metaverse was a pandemic idea, and it's not going to work anymore. People want to be outside. Yeah, there's people who don't want to return to work. They'd rather work from home. But, I don't think they'd even want to work from home in the freaking metaverse. The metaverse is just stupid. It's terrible. Also, you already got VR chat. So nobody's even going to socialize in it. People are just going to go to VR chat. Even though VR chat is also shit. Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League is potentially delayed. And, they should just outright cancel this piece of garbage. So the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. We're familiar with that. It got announced not too long ago with a release date. The release date got announced. The game's been announced for a while, and it looked interesting. It looked like Sunset Overdrive, which is what got me really excited. I want another game like Sunset Overdrive, and I guess Spider-Man's as close as I'll get to that. I don't think Insomniac's allowed to touch Sunset Overdrive anymore, and Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League looked like Sunset Overdrive to me. But yeah, then they're like, oh, it's gonna be a live service game, and it's like, oh boy, okay, there we go. There's the kicker. It's a live service game. It's a part of that dying genre. You got the big two live service games, in my opinion. You got Destiny 2 and the Division 2. Actually, technically, you got more than that. You got Fortnite. Fortnite's a live service game. Fortnite is a free game, though. Destiny 2 is a free game. Division 2 you still have to buy, but I think it's got enough of a player base to where it's kind of in that standard of the live service genre. You can't do Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League as a live service game because that's not what people expected. This is a spin-off from the Arkham series. People love the Arkham games because the Arkham games were a good story game. They were great. They looked great. They played great. And they had fantastic looking graphics. They were like ahead of their time. It looks good, but it's a live service game. And you technically already got a live service style game in this universe, and that's Gotham Knights, even though they clearly changed it last minute to not be live service. But it's got all those live service elements, and I'm sure it was going to have microtransactions, and it probably still does. I haven't played it in months. I get bored of that game, like, really fast. But yeah, let's read into this potential delay. So yeah, as we know, Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League was shown at a PlayStation showcase in February. But, there was so much backlash to it that they had to delay it. They're going to have purchasable cosmetics and a requirement to play online, which you didn't need with the Arkham series. I don't even think you need that with Gotham Knights. So, yeah. Warner Bros. Game Studios comes out with Hogwarts Legacy. Great game. Has made them a lot of money. Doesn't require an online connection. Is an open world game set in one of their IPs. The Warner Bros. IPs. And it's doing fantastic. Then you got Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, which is a part of DC, which DC right now is not doing so hot. It's not doing that great. And, this isn't going to help it. And also, Gotham Knights really screwed up the chances of Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League for getting away with this shit. You got a really good game that just came out, and now they're trying to serve you a plate of garbage. Nobody wants this. And yeah, they're delaying it to mostly fix bugs and improve aspect of the game that were lagging behind. But they're not going to overhaul much of the core gameplay that led to the backlash. Uh, they're just going to delay it. And they're going to try to maybe, hopefully, have those people forget. Hopefully, those people will forget that they're trying to screw them over and they're trying to make a live service game. But yeah, no, this is a shame. This is a shame. I don't like this. Nobody likes this. It's not. My hype for this game went down significantly after that. It just went down. It's not going to be a good game. I think it's another Gotham Knights. It's Gotham Knights. I was also kind of hyped for until I saw the actual gameplay, and then I bought it. I played it, and I regretted buying it and playing it. I still own it. It's the only physical game I own right now, other than my Xbox One games. This is my only physical Xbox Series X game, and it's awful. It's awful. And these, I don't think people like these live service games very much that require an online connection. It's the same thing with Redfall. Redfall is probably going to require an online connection. Uh, yeah, no, people are getting sick of it. We want to play our games offline. We just want to, we don't always have internet. My internet goes out sometimes, and I just, even with the Steam Deck, I have to make sure it's in offline mode first. But when my Steam Deck's in offline mode, I can play Hogwarts Legacy offline. Uh, with 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 Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, I'm gonna have to have a constant online connection, and yeah, I'm gonna have a connection 90% of the time. But what about that 10% of the time where I don't? That's an issue. And I think that's an issue for a lot of people. It's really not a game preservation thing for me. I think game preservation is kind of dead with this generation. There's going to be a lot of forgotten games coming out. I mean, Babylon's Fall that just closed down recently. Nobody's gonna remember that game from years ago. I mean, they will because of the stories, but nobody's gonna be able to play it. It's gone, and it's gone for good reasons. It just wasn't a very good game. Alright, let's see if I can find anything else. Oh yeah, before I forget, happy Mario Day. It's March 10th. Yeah, I just saw that. So, Square Enix has confirmed that Forspoken has not sold well. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's kind of expected. Forspoken ran like trash on everything. It required GPUs that people don't even have yet. They're gonna get them eventually, but for right now, it's way at. But even then, on those GPUs, didn't run very well. Uh, Square Enix talked about how both reviews and sales for Forspoken were disappointing. Reviews of Forspoken, which we released on January 24th, 2023, have been challenging. However, the game has also received positive feedback on its action features, including its parkour and combat capabilities. So it has yielded results that will lead to improvements of our development capabilities of other games in the future. That said, its sales have been lackluster, and while the performance of new titles with February and March release dates will be ultimately determinate, we see considerable downside risk to our FY 2023 3/3 quarter 3 earnings. And yeah, Forbes is now telling me to make an account, so that's really all I got to say about that. Yeah, Forspoken is not sold well. Also, Square Enix is still planning to release blockchain games, so Square Enix is not going to learn. I guess the only thing you're really going to have to look forward to from them is Final Fantasy VII Remake 2 and Final Fantasy 16. I'm looking forward to the remake of 7, the second part, because I enjoyed the first part. But I can't say the same for Final Fantasy 16. Those mainline games at this point just aren't fun to me. Yeah, that's all I've got for today. I just wanted to do a gaming catch up, and it seems I have caught up with at least the biggest news. Uh, yeah, Dead Island 2 comes out next month. I'm excited for that. The gameplay breakdown was pretty good, and yeah, that's all I have for today. You all have a good one. Uh, Thank you for watching. If you like it, leave a like. Uh, if you got something to say, go to the comments. Leave a dislike if you dislike it. I'm done now. I'm done talking.